Hello everyone, we are live once more. So yesterday I did not race. I just had like a busy day for a Saturday, played some soccer, then watched a soccer game on TV, and then I was talking to my parents for a while. And it was too late, and then I decided to watch some of them. Daytona 24-hour from different people, different teams, different live streams. So yeah, I know every single one of you probably did the same thing yesterday. Watch at least something of that. Was cool. It's just fun to see like how very good drivers, like very high iRating level people, pros, also make mistakes. And that's kind of reassuring, right? Because the goal here is not to be perfect. The goal here is to improve and do better in general. So I just realized I forgot my gloves upstairs. So I'm gonna grab my gloves and I'll be back in a second. Let me put something on the screen so you guys know what's going on. Is there like a paint thing here? Let's see. There is. So, where's the text? Went upstairs to grab my gloves. We'll be back in 20 seconds. What do you guys think? I think it's good, right? So, let's make this huge. $128, and let's make this larger. And let's make this red, maybe. Oh no, it's locked. Cool. It's good enough. I'll be back in 20 seconds. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Can you believe it? It was only 20 seconds. So here's what happened. I went race go-karts with friends today, so I brought my gloves. I like driving with gloves in general. And yes, we are back. Let me take these off. We do not want to save that. But anyways, where was I at? We're talking about, yeah, I was doing yesterday, so I didn't do live. But I decided to come here today. So planning to race for about 2 hours. And here's the plan. Here's what we have in the menu for tonight. I'm going to race one more in Road Atlanta. So let's open it up. And that's with the GR86. Which is going to destroy our iRating, but our goal is just to get like safety rating up. So let me get into that because I don't want to wait like half an hour to do that. I think it's going to be short to do the 10:45. So I think we're going to have to skip that. But we're going to race this one. And then we're going to go and race and practice some more Tsukuba for tomorrow. I saw, damn, my water just broke. This thing here. I don't think it broke. I think it just disconnected. There we go. Let me close this. Bring this out away. Cool. So their fast lap, same conditions, is 1.2 seconds faster than mine, and I do think we have a lot of room to improve. So I'm gonna do the analysis with you guys before we go to the track, and then we're gonna work on fixing a few things to see if we can actually. I'm just looking on the side here. Yeah, to see if we can actually improve more. From previous experiences in Tsukuba, we definitely need to be very close to our time goal, or like people are like within like 2/10. So if you're like too far off, like I am at right now, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be hard. It's like Elena, like we're not doing well here. So let's see, we shall see. So let me open my Stream Deck thing here. Ask for my Touch ID. But yeah, have any of you guys watched anything of Daytona yesterday at all, or not? I kind of like watching the
Car ride. Clear.
like not the top split, like not the famous people racing. There are a lot of good people racing. Not in the main race. Oh, what's going on here?
You got a slow car on the right. Go left. Car right. Clear on the right.
Okay, that's probably like a very low.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
We are not like turning good times here. We need to go like under 104 and a half for sure. That's been like our best. Let's see. Do we think this guy is gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna do this. He's coming out of the box and he's trying to be funny.
Right side.
Shit.
Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right.
So okay, so that is someone who should know better. Definitely should know better.
Left side. Clear on the left.
We're gonna let people pass, right? Because it's no longer a fast lap for us. So there's no point.
Just set the fastest lap. 5.319.
So I race MX5. How is the GR86 different? Yeah, the M2, right? The BMW M2, I mean. So the Mazda is a car that's very easy to oversteer, meaning like you're gonna lose your rear very easily. The M2, I feel it understeers a lot, so sometimes you're trying to do the freaking turn and it doesn't go into the turn. The GR86, I feel like it's just like much more balanced as a car in general. So it's very, very hard for you to either understeer or oversteer. So I think in general it's a much easier car to handle, and I think it's more powerful than the MX-5 as well. But it really depends like on what you're trying to do or you're trying to learn or spend time on. But I usually drive the M2s. Like I was driving the Mazdas for a couple of seasons, then I went to the GT4s, now I came back to the M2s. It's just like how I'm trying to develop myself.
Hit the fastest lap.
So, and I'm by no means like someone who knows what I'm doing, right? Just like another person trying to get good at this. Let me go to the race. But that's a difference. The difference is this car is much better in terms of balance. So you're not gonna be spinning for no reason, or you're not gonna go straight when you're trying to turn in. And I really like, it's a very cool car to drive. I think that if they had a GR86 cars in the free thing, because you have to buy some of the tracks, right? So if you go here and you see their schedule, next week's gonna be Nürburgring, and then they have Summit Point, which is included. Red Bull Ring is paid, Brands Hatch paid, Okayama is free, Hermanos Rodriguez is paid. So Watkins Glen, that's a free track. So they do have like free and paid tracks, but I feel like a lot of people, if they're like all in the free package of tracks, way more people drive this. It's just like an easier car to drive. Yeah, like you have to think, and what I'm gonna tell you is what I heard from a coach that I hired to help me suck less, I guess. So first things first, we're all like learning, right? That's why we're all here. And the point here is to enjoy, and yeah. You have to think which cars you want to drive long term. Usually the answer is GT3. People really like racing the GT3s. So the Mazdas are not going to help you build the skills to drive the GT3s. Mazda is a very yeah, even the paid ones in this one are commonly used. I agree with that. So the Mazda is a very particular, very unique car. It's very fun. I learned a lot with the Mazdas, but when I went to the GT4, it's a completely different car. So I have to relearn everything. So it doesn't transfer. You learn how to drive Mazdas, you not necessarily learn skills that you're gonna use for other cars. So that coach told me like, hey, go to the M4, to the GT4s, because that's where you're gonna learn more. And if you don't wanna race the GT4s because you have to buy the tracks every single week, then race the M2s. So kind of the progression, if you wanna go to GT3, would be, according to this coach, would be M2s, GT4s, then GT3. But like, I'm trying not to race the MX-5 because it's just such a different car, but it's so much fun. It's just so much fun. Like when you start like winning the races and getting good, and you start seeing people, like the same people racing over and over again. It's just like a fun car in general. So I'm gonna go to the qualify now, and my goal in this race is not to win, not to impress anyone, not to look good on the ESPN highlights. The only thing I'm trying to do here is gain safety rating as much as I can. So this is a good track to do it, this is a good car to do it, but I've seen splits that have been challenging, people taking like a lot of instant points. Right now I'm the worst iRating, which is good for me actually, because if I finish dead last it won't hurt me as much. But my strategy here is gonna be, this warm-up lap is just like no instant points. Then the first qualify lap is gonna be a lap that I wanna get on the board. My whole goal is to have a time, a good time, but I won't be pushing. And usually my second lap is a lap that I push to be like as best as I can.
Okay,
But sometimes I get a 1x. This time our goal is to not get any instant points. So it's gonna be like 2 flying laps, but like on the safe side. So don't expect anything marvelous here. Yeah, I feel like Formulas, they drive very differently as well. I don't know if you've tried the Formula V. It's usually they start in the Formula. But also like it's a car that drives differently. So if you're trying to learn and develop like a skill, I was advised to focus on one car. Like, focus on one car, get your iRating like to 2.5k, and don't worry about like growing the iRating, you said like you are 1150. I'll give you like one advice that's gonna take you to 1.5k, and it's nothing to do with your ability or skill set. Finish races without instant points. Focus on that, because whenever you finish races, people at this level, they usually crash a lot. So if you just finish races, you're gonna be like top 5, top 6, top 3 consistently, and that's gonna bring you like to the 1.5k iRating, and then like you start facing some people or some races with less crashes that people like know a bit better. Even more, ooh, don't get 1x. Even more like with the MX-5. Even more of the MX-5. Oh, my fast lap was like 106. That sucks as a fast lap. But again, like we're not here for the fast lap. But with the MX-5, I feel like any split's a carnage. But just focus on finishing races. Just focus on finishing races. I did that. It took my iRating, I think, like all the way to 1.7k. And then it carried to the... I started like doing the GT4s last season. And then I broke like the 2k iRating. I think I got to the 2.1k. And I stopped for the holidays. And this season I decided to come back with the M2s. So there is some adaptation going on. Okay, let's finish this lap because we want to maximize our safety rating here. And the other thing is like the good thing with the slow cars is that the good thing with the slow cars is that they are less forgiving, in the sense that like if you're making mistakes that a fast car is gonna cover, the slow cars are not gonna cover. Right. Oh, I just realized I'm in the wrong... Let's do this. There we go. So, if you get a bad exit with this car of the M2, it's a bad exit. If you get a bad exit with a GT3, it's gonna cost you like some time, but way less than it costs with an M2, because it just catches up to speed like so quickly. And I'll just continue cruising here, trying to get those clean laps to maximize iRating. So people are still like doing their fast laps, and I did a 106. I can do like a 104 high, right? But there are 3 people right now behind me. They might have gotten like an instant point on their first lap, or maybe on both laps. And that's why I say like it's so important when you're doing qualifying, the first hot lap, don't push as much as you can. Just do like a good enough to be on the board. Because my time sucks. Like, really, if you look, I cannot do a 103. So I'm not gonna even look people doing like 103. I could do like a 104.5 maybe, which would put a couple spots like ahead of where I am at. And then between 13 and me, it's almost like it's 1.6 seconds, right? So, but I'm on the board, and someone just did like a fast lap. All the way up, maybe, yeah. We got a new P4, so I'm down like 17 now, you see it. So those 2 people. This is a 15-minute race. Right now I'm just like running laps to increase safety rating. Finishing qualify. Qualify is gonna finish, it's gonna end about like a minute and a half. But the race is a 15-minute race. This is also another like good thing. If you race the Mazdas, it's gonna be a 12-minute, which is like usually fast. It's a quick race. Once you do your first 15 minutes, it feels like it never ends. I went from 12 minutes to like a 20 minute, and then to a half an hour with the GT4, and it just feels like it's forever. But the GR86, I think it's quick enough. .15 minutes is, I think it's kind of a sweet spot. like between 15 and 20. The half an hour ones are, it's hard to race like more than once if we're doing like half an hour or more and taking it serious, because like you're half an hour pushing yourself non-stop. It is not easy. Yeah, and that's like the tire issue I felt a lot when I was racing last week in Lime Rock Park with the M2s. I think their tires degrade faster than they do for the MX-5. But I also did Daytona this week with the Power Challenge M2s. Like, it's open setup, so it has like some other tricks that go into it. And the tire was an issue. So towards the end, you're like braking earlier, like trying to carry the same amount of speed, but like you know you're gonna slide more. It's just trickier. So if you look top left, he didn't post a time, so he's dead last. And I'm not dead last, so.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the right side. The estimated strength of field is 2,481. Pit road is closed.
To be very honest,
today, head down.
I don't, because I'm racing the M2s. And even to race the GT4s, I think a D license is fine. It's just because like it's very bad right now. I even thought it was higher, to be honest. But I'm seeing like it's 1.4, right? So if it finishes below 2 next season, it's gonna be like a B class. And I'm not racing GT3s or IMSA racing. That like IMSA requires like an A license, so maybe like eventually we'll get there. But right now, I really just want to keep like above 2.
You're waiting on 2 cars to grid.
And I believe if it goes below 1, it's an immediate drop to the like class below, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. What happened to me, like I had a 3 point something at the end of last season, and I got promoted to A. But then every time I get promoted, you lose 0.35. So I started the season like with 2.7, I think. And I changed to the M2s. And I did have some unfortunate accidents.
Catch stop 3, car, catch stop 2, car, catch stop 10, car.
So if you see like the P18, he's at 2.3K, 3.8 safety rating. He's likely going to start from the box because I don't see him here. So he's probably here just for the I rating as well, for the safety rating. But like if you start like following, watching more lives here, like join more, like you're always free to come back. I try to come live every single day. But you're gonna see like I don't care about I rating or like safe rating that much. It's gonna be like a result. I'm just doing this because it's very bad, and I feel like I can do something about it because this is a good track. If this wasn't a good track, I'll not be racing GR86 this week. I'll be focusing on the M2. And the other thing like that this type of classes they give you is the rolling start, which is very different from like the
about to go green, stay focused.
The start you have like with the Mazdas. In here because we're not so concerned. It's gonna go green, green. It's green already.
Green flag.
I'm gonna let him go. Instant ahead, so let's be careful. Okay, so we're dead last. And we're gonna build our way up. We might be able to get like the top half, 18 cars, so I think we can gain some positions sometime soon. And if we're racing the MX-5, they do have like a, I think it's called Production Challenge. That you race like multi-class. And as you get like a little bit better, definitely try that. Multi-class is interesting because you have to like manage way more traffic.
Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
I'm just gonna put like heads down for a second here because I want to catch up the group there. And I'm being attacked by the car behind.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Like you see this, what just happened here, if it was the M2, it just goes straight. If it was the MX-5, I would have spun. I want to track my time as well. For how long have you been racing? Like, are you brand new? My first endurance race was the Petit Le Mans, which was like Road Atlanta last year. I was about like 6 months in, I think. What I'll tell you is, if you're going to an endurance race, you have to practice two things. One is being fast, right? Because you need it for the qualifying. And number two, you need to be consistent. So you gotta find like a 90% level that you can race and be consistent. I just messed up here. And be able to carry that like through the entire race. Because in an endurance race, if you get like 0 crashes, like absolutely 0 crashes, it increases your chances of getting like a good result just because you stayed in like in the entire race. Usually the winner in the top, like the podium people, they will have very little incident points. But then like when you get to the middle of the pack, just being truly like consistent in your laps, being safe, not getting like drive-throughs or I messed up here. Raced for 2 months a few years ago, got to see, just back. Yeah, like if you are safe, like if you're a safe driver, you don't get like an accident and stuff, then you're gonna be fine. But I was watching Daytona yesterday, like top split, and it was funny because people were getting tired towards the end, or like middle of the night, and then like in one lap like 4 people spun, like yeah, and those are like top split. Yeah, so it's good to be back, like it's good to see that you came back. Is there like a reason why you left, like life happened, or like is there a reason why you came back?
10 minutes to go. New bus flat for you.
You see like it's a 4.9. We honestly should have got here, like to this pace, much earlier in the race. But also, like again, everybody's racing, or most people are probably racing for their lives, and we are just really trying to not getting instant points. Oh yeah. Like if you, yeah, I get that. I get
Really, man? Really? Teninha.
The leader is running.
Yeah, something happened somewhere.
0.4.
I don't see any tow signs, so I don't think we're gonna gain any positions.
Car 1 is up the front.
But yeah, like life, it's good that you're back then. If you don't have like a separate setup to do your stuff and like family, it's very, very, very understandable. I was able to put this like on my basement, or in my basement, which gives me like a separate space and privacy as well. So like I can live stream, I can race. My wife's gonna be hanging out in the house upstairs, doing whatever she wants, so I don't bother her. And we don't have kids, so not like I'll have like the same overhead. And also, for example, like this weekend, I could have raced more if I was like truly wanted to put like 10 hours. And I'm pretty sure with kids is a different story. So we're consistently doing like 4.9, which is good. I'm like in between pushing a bit more or sticking to the plan. The problem of like pushing a bit more is it doesn't matter how much I improve. It doesn't matter how much I improve. I'll win like very few positions, but it can come to a cost of losing some iRating or safe rating. So gaining a position won't change much. And this car, like he's a second faster than I am, so unless he's broken, he's gonna go like in, which he will. Yeah, he went to the box. Like he was a second faster than I am, so there's no reason for me to overtake him and then get all the pressure. This is the top split. This is the top split. One of the issues of sitting like at 1.7, 1.8, like 2K, is there any race or most of the races, if they are not the M2 or MX5, you're likely gonna be in the top split. So since I came back, I've been racing top splits, and the problem, like if you look, the leader is a 4.4K. He can probably race with one of his hands and will still be faster than I am. It's just like huge difference from where we are. Like he is almost a pro level, right? He's very, very high
Car 7 has taken the lead.
amateur level. Why I'm like just another person. Trying not to embarrass
5 minutes
themselves.
to go.
And I can feel the tires like losing some grip. Yeah, exactly. So I think it was last week I was racing, yeah, like not as in the week that it just finished yesterday, but the previous week I was racing the M2s in Lime Rock Park, and there was this guy like he was 5 point something, and that's like already a pro level. It's like, oh, let's see who this guy is, and he was featured in the iRacing website in 2013. So like, he's been around for some time, and he has been good enough in the past that he was featured in the website. And the funny thing is, I was stalking him and trying to see like who he was, and he came to the live, so he was in the chat. And I was like, yo, it feels weird. We're stalking someone and they show up. But I'll never say anything bad about anyone. So he caught me saying good things about him, or like his expertise, right? And that was just like a fun thing. Man, I don't know. I put some practices here, and I was doing like 104. I think my best lap, like on a practice session, is like 104.5. And these guys are a second faster than I am in qualifying. So I've been racing since last year. So altogether, it's gonna be a year, I think, in March. But I start slowly. So I got my old Xbox and started like racing Assetto Corsa offline, just laps. And then I was like, okay, I like this. I'm gonna invest a bit more. So then like I bought a PC, then like I started buying stuff. Most of my things I bought used through Facebook Marketplace. So I do have like some very good stuff that I got like at a 40% discount because people were selling used. And that's how I ended up like with my setup. But in iRacing, it's probably being, I think like this is gonna be the start of the 4th season. But if I put like all the races together, I would say maybe 6 months, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit more than 6 months. Yeah, welcome back, Craig. Welcome back. And yeah, like we talked, I think 2 days ago, I'm just here for the safety rating. So, and it's not like I'm fooling around. I cannot see P14. Like he's all the way there. Like I'm not like pushing and killing myself here. But I'm also not like very far from that. It's not like I'm just cruising. Yeah, I agree. Like I try more to learn and to improve because my whole goal, I don't know you guys, I mean I know Craig, we talked about this in previous lives, but my whole thing is racing. Being a race driver is a childhood dream, and I was never able to do anything about it until now. The reason why I started sim racing was to build the skills, so I can eventually, like in 4 or 5 years, my goal right now is 2029, be like in an actual competitive real life racing class. And that's why the name of the channel is From Rig to Road, because that's like what I truly want to do. So all I care, I don't care about wins, I don't care about the numbers, all I care is to see I'm improving as a driver. And I think I've improved a lot, that's why I hired the coaches as well. I think I'm gonna like get another 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll get a coach again to see where I'm sitting at and what the next low-hanging fruit is. The previous coach was telling me about my inputs and how I was like stressing out the inputs in the wrong way. So for example, my trail brake wasn't good. Still it's not, but like it's better now. I would hit the gas like 0 to 100 instead of doing like the ramp. I would steer the wheel more than I needed to because my inputs were bad, things like that. So I've been working on that for, I think like since October, maybe November. But I had like maybe a
Congrats on the win, Papa. Congrats.
6 weeks or 7
Nice
weeks.
race.
I didn't race at all. So I think that also dropped my level. Oh, did you watch it? There's more to come. There's more to come. There's more to come. Did you like it? Like, it was fun to race, and it also was fun to make the video. But it takes a long time. It just takes a long, long time. And I want to put part 2 out, but I still have to work on a lot of things. Yeah, so that's coming out.
There's the flag.
Okay, let
It's
me slow
over.
down here.
Okay, we'll get them next time.
Sometimes it's 4.4k people. They're either like coming from a different sim, right? They just got here, but they race another like LM2, Assetto Corsa, like whatever. Or sometimes they're just like very, very skilled, put a lot of hours in practice before they go to a race. Thank you. So I use a Simagic, the FX wheel. It's the one, the Formula one, but without the screen. My wheelbase is the Simagic Alpha U. So it's a 23, I think, Newton-meter, and my pedals are SimLab. PS1, P1S, P1X, whatever they call it. And I bought like
Okay,
everything
the race
used.
is over.
I
Bring
bought
it
everything
on in.
used.
Hitboxing.
When I bought the
10,
base and the wheel,
5,
they had just launched the
3,
new base from
2,
Simagic.
1.
So the guy was upgrading,
Right here.
and I got a good deal. I can never stop in the right place. Cool. So let's see where this puts us. And by the way, I just can't use this steering wheel maxed out. It's impossible to turn it. And I have to save. This is not NPC, this is GR. Season 1. Do we have GR? GR86. So this was race 2, and I think we're P15 again, right? Race 2, P15. I always save the replays so I can like put in the videos. I have way more replays than I can create videos in my lifetime. But one day, cool. 0.27. I think it paid off. Like in 2 races, we increased 0.53. So I'm further away from the 1.0. So that should keep us safe. So what I'm thinking now is getting to practice mode with the M2 in whatever's going to be next week, which is Tsukuba. So we did this, I think, yesterday, the day before, or day before. I started with the G923 because when I started, I was trying. I didn't want to invest a lot of money, put everything together, race like 5 races, and say I hate this. So I did start there. I do think that the first thing that you can work on and I can upgrade is the pedal, the brake pedal. Just because I had a very hard time controlling the brake pressure in the Logitech one. It was just like, I couldn't. There's not like enough force coming back to, or like adjustments, and it's just like position. So I did, that was actually the first thing that I upgraded. And right after I got the wheel and the base, and I sold that wheel. But one of the things that I like about the wheel, like it's super low torque. So I did used to drive like with very soft hands to feel as much as I could. And I think that was a good habit. Did I get any better because of my gear? Absolutely no. Like, I think you can go very, very far with not so good gear. The reason why I upgraded the pedal was because I didn't want to develop like that kind of memory. Was struggling in developing the muscle memory in such a soft pedal, and I knew I would upgrade at some point, so I got this one. And the wheel, it gives you way more feedback, but like, am I good using the feedback? Probably not as much as I should. So I think like the Logitech one is a very good one to start, and if you're like getting into it, it makes sense to upgrade and to invest, but also enjoy the upgrades, right? Don't like go out there and buy the 15,000 full rig, because then like you don't have anything else to buy. So one of the things I want to buy is the steering wheel with the screen, the FX Pro, the Formal FX Pro. Let me find it here, and I'll show you guys, if in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So Simagic FX Pro. So it's this one here. Let's see images. I think it's super cool. It's just super cool. But the only reason why I want to buy it is because it's super cool. Do I need it? No. So I'm saving that money for now. My pedals, they're good. I don't have any reason to upgrade yet. At some point, I might get a hydraulic one. That would be my next upgrade. But right now I have like a very, very good, like I have 4 screens. So you guys, I don't think you guys can see, I have like 2 screens here. I have this screen and a top one, where I have like the live going on, chat, stuff like that. Let me catch up to the chats here. I use a 5nm, and I feel like it's good enough. It is, like, absolutely. The Logitech one is like 2nm. 5, like, you don't have any reason to upgrade anytime soon, unless you find a deal. Like I found a deal for this base here. It was a deal. I wasn't looking for that, and I saw on Facebook Marketplace. I talked to the person, and they're like, yeah, I'm upgrading. I don't need this anymore. So no reason to max the wheel like that. Most race cars have some sort of power steering anyways. I 100% agree. So in my Lemons race, it was like actual in real life race, I felt that difference because the steering wheel was so light that felt like the Logitech one. It didn't feel at all like what I have here. Of course, it's not a Porsche GT3 whatever, right? I don't have the money to drive those things, or maybe like if I do the Porsche experience or something. But in my real life experience, this here wasn't like even close. Like the Logitech one was much, much closer to the feel that I had in the new Beetle. Fanatic CSL. That's a load cell, right? It's a pedal? I don't know much about. Let's see here. Fanatic CSL. Okay, that's the base. That's the base. And that's probably the one that you said, like 5nm. The brake stuff to be consistent, Logitech, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm having trouble with trail braking consistently with the Stern Moza pedals. Moza, let's see. They have the booster, which I've heard amazing things about. Oh, this one. Is this a load cell? I don't think it's a load cell. Is it? Aviation. It does not look like a load cell, just looking from here. I'm just like sideways. Is there the name of these pedals? Let me suggest the pedals here. Explore. No, I like racing. Pedal sets. So these ones are good. The entry level or this one. It looks like they have something there. Are they load cell? It looks like, let me see. Yeah, they're load cell. Why? Like, what's going on? Why can't you, like, why are you struggling with that? Do you know? Oh no, you're on the Logitech. I'm mixing things here. No. You said in the Moza and you're struggling. Do you know what's going on? No, so it's not the load cell. Okay. Then you don't have to explain. I thought it was like this one here. Yeah, if it's not load cell, it's very, very hard because it's like the displacement of the pedal. It's, for me, like for a person like me, it's just impossible unless you're very, very skilled. And that was my issue with the Logitech, and that was my motivation to upgrade the pedal. Once I upgraded the pedal, like why not upgrade the bass? There was a good deal, and then I just got it. Trying to catch up. I feel like I have a decent speed with the cheap setup, but it's a yeah. It's not a cheap one, and it's just fun. But like, from the things we talk here, like if you're mastering there, once you plateau and you cannot improve anymore, then like maybe upgrading at that point is gonna make a lot of sense. New Logitech RS50 setup seems decent. Not a lot of money, so let's see. RS50. Is that like the Pro one that they launched, or is just like the next version of this one? Okay. It looks like the new version of whatever you have there. Oh, it's super expensive to be the new version, so it might be more. Okay, it's stronger. And it's just the base. I don't like I haven't done any reviews, like I'm not good enough to do any reviews. I mean, I can tell my opinion if I try this. But for this price point, I would truly like, and having their pedals, I would go. They do, if you want to stay in their thing, in their like ecosystem, they did launch good pedals. Like this is like 150. And I don't think it's an expensive upgrade. And if you look for a used one, it might be worth it. Like the full things like 260 and just their upgrade pedals are 150. I will do this for sure. Like if you understand the cheap side, and if you look for used ones, it might be even cheaper, like $100. I'm so behind on the chat. Let me try to catch up. First upgrade for sure. Yeah, 100%. And the M Booster, I've heard great things about the M Booster. And you can, mine, it's a load cell, and I have to adjust like in the spring and the rubber, wherever it is, the plastic thing. The M Booster, you adjust like electronically, which is amazing. Yeah, I've seen people doing these upgrades on the Logitech one. So if you YouTube it, you're gonna find a lot of people like, like for $150 I'll just buy, like honestly, I think for $150 I'll just buy one. But I also don't know like every person's budget. So like if you have $5 to buy a spring at Home Depot and try to do it, and you're handy, maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, like I think it's also a lot of brand recognition. It's very hard for Logitech, like they'll have to spend a lot of time investing in pros, like a lot of money investing to have pros driving their stuff and winning races and winning championships. So people are gonna see them as a top brand, right? So if I look here, SimLab, they launched a US store. So come here, just denial. They do have like a US store. Let's see their pedal. This one. This is the one that I have. Like $399, it's a SimLab. Like $379. I would definitely buy the SimLab over the Logitech for the same price point. So I think they'll have to spend a lot of time and a lot of money trying to convince people, and they'll have to get like very, very like red line level people to get their stuff, race their stuff, and win. So people are going to shift their minds because they're now seen as an intro level. So they're trying to attack like mid-market with like Fanatec and Simagic and stuff. But yeah, I'll go to a different brand. It's not about money, it's about sending a message. Agreed. Now that I caught up with all the chat, I'm thinking about, and I know people hate it, but I do have to do it. I'm thinking about going practice mode because next week is Tsukuba, and I'm still like off pace. So let me use the other one so you can see this larger. I don't know if you can see here, 1.2 seconds behind the reference lap, and I found the two biggest gaps. So let me make this bigger because you can see all the way here to all the way here. So my biggest gap is turn 1. It seems like they do a better job of keeping it tight. And if I look here, I go on the brake a little bit earlier, and they go a little bit later, and they carry more speed. They just carry like way more speed. So I do have to focus on carrying more speed, and that's where I'm losing. And then the next one is this one that they do tighter. If I can improve those ones, it's like, for me, it's going to be half a second. I'm not going to beat them, but it's going to be a half second. So that's what we're going to do. So that's VRS. Let me open here again. So it's called, let me, can I open in a new tab? Nope. Okay, fine. It's easy to come back here later. How do I exit this? So this is this like virtual racing school. Let me go back there. Virtual racing school. This is not free, but it's not expensive either. I don't remember how, like, I think it's $10, like $15. They do have something called data pack, and it's like Track Titan, but they do have something called a data pack that they race. They give you like a reference lap. It's usually like Saturday or Sunday before the race. So if you see here, the Mazda Cup, is that MX-5? I don't know, like, I think it is. It must be like the open setup. Yeah, advanced. So they're gonna race Daytona next week, so they have the information here already. What I like, two things I like. First, you can see the track conditions they set, so you're comparing apples to apples. That's number one. And the second thing, you come here and they have like, let me see my stuff because then it makes sense. So if I come here and go to the data pack, it shows there is like a tutorial and the track like driving advice. So I do actually go here, and this just showing the GR86, right? But I do go here and I see like what they're saying, how they're doing, when I don't understand from the telemetry. I should come here before I go on a track, but I find it boring. So I go to the track, I like try to get fast, and then I come here. But again, like the conditions are super important, and they also have the setups. So if you're racing endurance races, if you're racing anything with like an open setup, you can just come here, download. They usually have, this is a fixed one, so there's no reason for them to have a setup, but they usually have like qualify, race, endurance, endurance safe, like they have like multiple setups, like wet, so they have a lot of stuff. So it's super good. I think it's a good investment. Like, or you can go to Garage61 if you don't want to spend any money. Go to Garage61 and then you can see the same, like not the same one, but similar telemetry, and you can start there. But I think they're inexpensive for what they offer, and for the problems I have right now, I think it's very helpful to me. Oh man, I would not race Nords. Last season there were Nords, they were racing Nords for the GT4, both the open and fixed setups, and that week I just raced Mazdas. It's like Nords like a 9-minute lap with, or like an 8-minute lap, I guess, with GT3, GT4. Like it's gonna be a 10-12 minute lap with the GR86. I don't even know. So it's just brutal, and just like to memorize the. They had like Le Mans, and I thought like, okay, I've never raced Le Mans, and Le Mans is also like a huge lap, like 4 minutes and a half, and I couldn't memorize it. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna race something else. Yeah, that's also a good strategy. I don't know like how effective it is. Not gonna lie. I would not have like very high hopes on the prayer mode, but like maybe your prayer is very strong. I don't know. No, there's no reason for me to go like 4th or 5th gear there. Let me just hold the car back. That's actually not a bad idea. Like if you're racing there, not a bad idea. And I'm like the only problem that I can think about is maybe a lot of people like me are not gonna race it at all, or they will have no idea, like yourself, of what they're doing. So you're gonna be more prone to accidents. And if they know the track and they're good, you're gonna be toast. So like, but if you wanna really like race it, it's one of my goals. Like one of my goals in iRacing is at some point race like the endurance. I think it's a 24-hour in Nords, and I'm just like 15 steps away from that. Okay, let's see if we can put a couple fast laps here. Ah, man. So this is the spot that I'm losing like 0.4, almost 0.5. But I think in general, like they're braking a little bit later. Uh-oh. I don't think I've ever raced on iRacing with the race line, by the way. But at least like you have something to help guide you, right? Let's see here. Like this part here of the Mazdas. I do think that was good. Oh, no. Yeah, of course. That was good, but then this was bad. Let me see versus my all-time best. Yeah, I was faster, so... We are now... That way, we're like 0.4 something or 0.3 something now. Maybe 0.2 something. So that's the good news. And they do this like way more in the insides than I do. So one of the things that I hate about the multi-class, and it's good to race the multi-class both like with fast cars and slow cars at some point, so you can understand other people. But like the prototypes, they have absolutely zero respect for everybody else's races. They couldn't care less. Like, they just couldn't care less. And you don't destroy their race because they're usually like fighting for the whole event thing, and sometimes they unnecessarily put you at risk, and a lot of times it costs your race. It's not a bad idea to race, like to practice with the lines. I think like the only caveat is like don't use it for too long. What I started doing instead of using the lines, because then like when you use the line,
That was your
you get
fastest lap
a
of the
fake reference point that won't be there once you get rid of the line, and it kind of develops that habit of looking at the track. What I usually do when I go to a completely new track is I start like, I think as if, okay, I just got an opportunity in real life. I'm here to test this car, so I'm gonna start super slow. And I start slow, just like seeing, sometimes I crash because it's a turn that I don't know, but I try to keep an eye on the left side here on the track map. And that helps me, like, I start picking up the pace, so I go 60%, then like when I come from 70%, 80%, and honestly, like if it was real life, that's what you have to do anyways. So I developed that behavior for me in the sim space as well. Is it good advice? Probably not, but it's an alternative for sure. Maybe more brake pressure? I think I have to open up more there. Here I cannot hit the curb. Open up, open up, open up. Close, 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 close. Avoid it, cool. And the problem of these tracks, they're like no long straight, so I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. I'm just gonna let the next lap go so I can read.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, like track guides help, but I feel like if I go to a track guide before I go to the track, I don't relate as much. I cannot memorize as much. But yeah, everybody's different. But in the beginning I'll do that, and then I'll go like, okay, here's third gear, fifth gear. I was trying to push for a fast lap, which is a bad idea. So if you use a track guide, watch a couple times, and make like your goal to not crash the car. Like, this is a car that if I crash, I'll destroy my opportunity in racing for the rest of my life. That gives you some, like, okay, let me take this slow and actually learn it. Oh, that sucks. This is one thing I wish like iRacing was better at. Like when they... I have no idea, like I have been black flagged because I was trying like to slow down without like parking the car, and it wasn't fast enough, like wasn't slow enough. And I've seen people, like, it happened to me already, like you just like cut a turn like by accident, it gives you the slow down, you do nothing, and you pay it off. Like you didn't lose, like really lose any time, you just got instant points. Yeah, so like for Daytona you're saying, right? Yeah, that's why I knew like during the race I was gonna be under like 2 minutes, but I wanted to be under 2 minutes in the VRS condition because they were like 158 high, like 158.8. So being like a second under or below an alien on a 2-minute lap, I think it's a good thing. Like, that was my personal goal. But I didn't quite get there. Maybe next season. I feel like... Okay, let's try... Our best lap today was a 1:00.7, our best ever. is, let me see here. I don't see like it. Let's see here. No, that's our best ever. Our best today was what? Okay, we're still like 1 second off pace. So let me shut up for a second and try to see what I can do like in the next couple laps.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Have to hit more the brakes. More brake pressure. Let me try a higher line here. It's actually better. Uh-oh.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I think braking was good there, but then like the here we learn it has to be the high line, right? I can carry way more speed here. I have to figure out how. Because I have like way more space on my left side to use.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Sure on the gas, sure on the gas, sure on the gas. Now I can compare myself against the best all time, because we're almost there anyways. And that's what I saw like in VRS, so immediate feedback here. Our optimal is like, it's very good, by the way. Our optimal, if we can get there, that's a win. I think I have to turn in later. Start narrower, turn in later, and then use the exit. I think that's what's going on. And by the way, if you guys are seeing anything that you think can help, just let me know. Very coachable. No. No. No, still not. Oof. I may set like a an active reset to practice like a specific part of the. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do 1,000 times the same part and see if we can get any better there. So this is gonna be the next one. Actually, that one should be the first one. So. Yeah. So let me set an extra reset here. And let's do it again. Uh-oh. So this here is very, very hard to do in the Logitech. This just like gentle touch. Oh, too hard on the brakes. So which corner? Straight line to the apex. So which corner? Is that like the last one before starting the lap, or this one here? Or maybe this one, right? So turning later. Maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point. Let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, that's the last one. This wasn't a good start. Let's see. Let me try that one now. So one of the things that I saw on VRS, and I want to try to get my own, maybe like we can see from this session. Yeah, this is already like a very bad lap. This one, right? So let's try. Yeah, not quite, like, because I saw their line is way narrower than mine, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like, maybe I have to watch the video and see what he really means. Let's see if I can nail this one now. Yeah, I think it was that one that I showed, right? Oh man. Am I gonna go on the wall? Am I gonna go on the wall? Yeah, right. Not if I reset first. I went too late on the gas. So oh, I was reading the chat. So let's do the following. Yeah, talking about track guides. So that's an issue. So like the problem for me is whenever I use it, it comes back to whatever was like at the time I saved. No, it takes like a second too. But if the wheel was supposed to be like not straight, then I have to find like the exact angle. Otherwise the car just starts going crazy. There was like almost straight, so no big issue. Not it. Let's see one more. So here's what I'm thinking now. Maybe I should just compare my like best lap of today with the VRS best lap and see their video. Oh! What do you guys think? Let's see that. Let's do it for a second. And by the way, like, I don't know if you use the buttons on your steering wheel at all. I do use a lot of them. One of the things that you can do is to use one of them as like a shift, you know? So, you have like limited amount of things that you can do. And if you use one of them as shift, you kind of lose that button because it's just like a shift button. But then you gain like twice as much for the other ones. And basically the way it is, like it's a combination that iRacing is going to use. So use all of them for something. So for example, this one here looks to the left, looks to the right. But if I use shift, it's not programmed. I do have like some... So this one here goes forward. If I use the shift, goes backwards. You see like the same button on the left side, so I don't have to think about where it is. Like this is the... If I just click it, it's going to be the lights. You see here like on the dashboard. And if I do this, it's going to be like the wipers. So I do have some stuff. And I have like my pit button. If I use the shift, it's the exit one. I hope it's a cool tip. So let's see. I don't want to watch the tutorial because the tutorial is like ginormous. Like it's going to be a 20 minutes something. But I do want to see what they are doing. So where's the sound of this thing? Can you can see most of like, yeah, you can see everything you just see. So I know it has sound. Anyways, let's see. Oh, that's Elena. That's the wrong track. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's see if it loaded our current session here. It's saying I don't have the same conditions, which is, I don't know if it's true. Fastest lap. So let's fix that first. Analyze line. But first, let's see their conditions. And I'll see my conditions. So I'm doing 66 degrees, partially cloud, 8 miles per hour west, 75% humidity. What are they doing? 70 degrees. Did they change? I feel like they changed because they didn't have anything when they didn't have a lap when I did it. Maybe they just changed it. 70 degrees, 60% overcast. So here goes to nothing. Let's go back there. This is going to be 70 degrees, overcast. What else? 8 or 5 miles hour east, 60%. 60%. 5 miles east. Now I have to go back and try a lap. So let's see if it changes anything. If I have a Discord server, Not really. So I can create one though. Yeah, let's create one right now. What do you guys think? If I create one right now, would you guys join? Put on the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see here. Add a server. Create my own. Maybe from gaming. Community from rig to road server. And then I can pick a picture. I do not want to put a picture of my face. So let's put a picture. We have a logo. We have a logo. So let's use that. So downloads, documents. I think some pictures. From rig to road, assets. Yeah, there we go. From rig to road. Now we do. Now we do. Is there a link that I can invite link? Expires never. No limits. Generate new link. Copy. It's gonna put here. Paste. There you go. There you go. It's gonna be the two of us to start. If you guys wanna hang out, now we have finally a Discord server. So we have a general channel. I'll take care of this like later. Maybe put some channels. But let's say hi, say hello. There you go. There you go. Let me know if the link's working. Hopefully it is. And I'm back here. I'm gonna just like in these conditions, these new conditions, see like how much slower or faster I am versus what I had before. There we go. Howdy. Howdy. I just can't manage two chats at the same time. So thanks a lot for being the first follower, the first joiner in our Discord server. Really appreciate it. Good thing we can chat offline as well, not on the lives. But yeah. Thanks for asking. You just helped us build something here. Okay, I was looking at the time, so... Oh, and one thing, like, if you guys are using... Like, the Logitech won't make any difference, but if you're using stronger bass, whenever you're about to crash, like, always let the steering wheel go. Because one of the most common injuries in racing is breaking the thumb, because you keep holding it, and when it crashes it's so much force coming back at your hands, you cannot hold it, and then you are out for quite some time. You do not want to do that. So I think this was like in general a good lap. Let them try 3 laps heads down so we can compare if they're 1007. Turn the wheel a little bit more. Nope, not necessary to use that. Got a 1X. Okay. So learning a lot of things that I should not be doing. which is part of the game. So let's see here, 2 more laps, and then you compare with the coach. And here you can use all the green part. If you've never raced this track before, the entire green part there is fair game. No, I cannot go so wide. I have to go narrower there. I just lost like all time I gained on the first sector. No, too deep. So next one is going to be the last one before we go to see the optimal lap time versus the, or not the optimal, our best versus coach's best. But I do think these conditions are faster than they were before. Okay, so maybe, no. Maybe we're gonna need one more, because I'm not carrying enough speed here. Let's try one more time. I really want to get like a one good lap. Okay, I think you got this. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Maybe we can still save this, let's see. Because that's the area that like we're still struggling, so let's see. Uh-oh, no. I don't think it's gonna be it. Did qualify. Did qualify as best lap, so... Now I have to wait like a minute or two for VRS to capture, because it's always like behind. In the meantime... So that fast lap, we struggled here with the car almost losing the rear. And here, I'm gonna go earlier on the brakes. Ouch. Okay, let's see the difference there. We might need to update or refresh the website a couple times. Let's see here. It's a very long entrance here. Don't do this, don't do this. Don't do this at home, guys. Not safe.
Hitboxing 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
Let me see. Let me see the fastest lap here and see which green part we're talking about. So this is my favorite camera by far, but I do have to do some adjustments. Okay. So first turn, I can use, yeah, I think that's what I can use. Then here, like my trial and error so far is I have to go this midline versus like right at the curb, carries more speed and it's like a faster exit. Then here, okay, here, okay. If I can use this green part here, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna be enough track here. I don't think it's helpful to use it. Let's see like what the coach says. I saw his line was narrower than mine. So right here he's already like more towards the middle. And I lost a lot of time here. Then I have this part. And then there's no green area. So I think you're referring to that green area there. I think I can. I don't think they do use it. So let's see. Let's see in VRS. Yeah, now you feel my pain, right? It's like it's easy. I just need to be a second faster. How to do that? I have no idea. And the problem, like with this, in tracks, that lap time is so like small. Like, I think that's the right way to say it. Like when you have a fast lap time, like a minute, like under a minute, you need to be at the same second as everybody else, because like from 1.0007, sorry, from this here to this here, it's like 3 positions. In my case, it'll be like dead last anyways. So if it's a 2-minute lap time, then like you can be half a second like slower and still be like 1 or 2 positions behind like the top, the later. But in this case, like this one, I know this is gonna be brutal. So that's why I have to improve. So let's refresh this one, see if it pulled my last session. Not yet. So let me see if I can pull my last session here. I don't think it's my last session. It does take some time. So actually, what we're talking about, I changed everything. Is it a date? Are they using like a previous season? They're using previous season. Let me see if there's anything fresher. So let's use the BMW M2. Nitro concepts. No data published. And these were the conditions we were using before. So they're just pulling from previous season, from last season. And I think the only difference we have right now is gonna be the I think the only difference is going to be the date. So let's just, I don't know if the like day of the day and time would actually change anything, because everything else was the same. Analyze line, and here my laps. 714, I think that's the one that we have, right? 714. Let's watch that one. Let me see where the gaps are. So compared to 714, first turn we improved. Still struggling a lot. This is the last one. This is it? I think it is. No, this is the second to last one. Yeah. So we know where the struggles are, right? Turn 1 and turn 7 and 8. So let me watch the video for turn 1, and usually has sound, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, sounds here. There you go. So his braking point. So what's going on here? Like the red line is my line, the green line or blue line, or I think it's a green line, is his line. So you see, like I'm hitting the brakes just with him probably. Yeah, because mine is the dotted line. His the hard line. So I'm hitting the brakes maybe like a fraction of a second after him. Is that it? And he brakes with more pressure and then trail brakes, which means we should, like, he has more speed on the entry. And let me close caps for a second. So here's the way to analyze this, right? If it's the first time we're seeing something like this, hopefully it's not, but on the left, on the top left, I see the delta in time. So if you look at the entire thing, between like 200 meters and 300 meters is where I'm losing a lot, like 350. So here, I'm like half a tenth, like 50 thousandths of a second, like losing because he was faster on the exit, which is fine. Then I have like to fix that one first, but that's what's going on. We get to the braking area, and then we carry the brake the same way in terms of like time. He's not gaining any time, so my brake shape's like very similar to his, so I don't necessarily need to change anything on my brakes. But then when he hits the gas right here, he's hitting the gas, like I think he's carrying more speed, so he's kind of releasing earlier. If you see, like his curve drops before my curve drops, and then that gives him a bit more speed to carry through the turn. And then once he hits here, he goes on the gas. So if you see from the inside of the car, any references you can use, when this here, it's hard for me to use disappear because I have 3 monitors, so I see like way before. So yellow, white disappears. No, not really. I have to think about this. So when it's about to disappear, that's when he hits the gas. And he hits the gas like kind of the same shape, but starts before. And that's giving him this time, and that's making him like gain a lot of time. So not a lot to change here, to be honest. It's just when I hit the gas, and it has to be earlier than what I'm hitting. So let's continue here. He's using the curb, but it's not like he needs to use the curb.
Repairs are almost finished up.
Okay, so that was turn 1. What was finished up? The repairs? I don't know.
Move it.
Then let's see this one here. The first fence post after gray wall is nice. So let's go again. The first fence, yeah, like this one here, right? But I have to see on my sim. Let's go to this one here, to the start, and let's see what's going on in my cockpit view. So let me close this. Let me close this. It's interesting. It feels like I have more posts now, doesn't it? So right now, like this last one here is right at the end of the curb. Let me see if it's the same thing, because the curb didn't change. I'm sure of that. I don't know the fences. No, it's still the same. So that's the reference. And then when you look on the inside, he hits the gas right here, right as he sees this finishing. But this is aligned with what, man? Because am I hitting the... Maybe I'm hitting the gas at the right spot, just not like enough. Right? Don't you think so? Like you see my gas here, like how I stay on very low. Now that I start like really hitting, and he hits like faster than I do. I think that's it. So I think we learned something, and I think that's exactly it. Like, I hold a very low pressure here on the gas pedal. I don't know if the pressure is the right word, but like very little on the gas for some time, and then I start like ramping it up, and he goes like straight, like higher, like 50%, and then he goes up. So it's the same curve, but like shifted to the left. So that's one thing we have to do. And then turns 8 and 9. Let's see. Let's see if he uses the green. He does use the green. He does use the green. And as the green ends, he hits like this curb here. Interesting. When does he hit the gas? He hits the gas once this thing is in front of him. Let's see from the inside. Yeah, there you go. So let's watch this again. So here, I'm braking later than he is. Or releasing the gas later. Funny, I'm overlapping the pedals. That's not good. So he hits the brake a little bit harder, like same shape almost. So I won't worry too much about it. Let me just see again when he hits the brakes, if it's like when he hits the green part. It is. No. So the green part has a few patches. So the green part has like when it starts the grass, it's not there. Then you have like this one here and this one. So it's after you're past this kind of kink here that it hits the brake, and I'm overlapping the pedals, which is not good, and he kind of steers to the right. It's funny because I'm the one steering to the right here, and he's not. But all the gains on the exit, if you see, but it's how he enters this turn that's making the difference. So he goes inside with less speed than I do. So he's actually carrying less speed on this part here. He goes slower, but because I don't have like a good exit, I have to go even slower to start hitting the gas, and that's when he gains a lot. Just here, like between here and let's see, when the 6 appears and the 6 disappears, right here, he's already full on gas. That's 0.4 right there. And I'm looking, you're not seeing it, but I'm looking right here on the left side. So I'm doing it again so you can see it. If I go right here, the delta on this lap is 0.6. Once I exit, is like almost 1.1. It's like half a second. But maybe I catch up a bit later. Yeah, I do catch up a bit later. But okay. Let's try it. Let's try. Hold me accountable here. We know like the two things we have to do. Use the green area on the entry, left side, and of this turn. And on the other one, we hit the gas a bit more intentionally instead of like super low on gas and then holding like trail on the gas. Like we don't trail the gas. So it's kind of here, we're gonna do this and then go more like this. Let me just put caps so you guys can see what I'm doing with my feet. I think if we can improve those two, it should bring us like to 100, like maybe 2. And here, he's doing this. Like, okay, not quite, but improving. Let's see, a couple fast laps here. missed the apex. But I hit the gas at the right spot, and even missing the apex, that was helpful. Maybe, I don't know, like, I'm gonna do it, but I feel like I'm gonna smash the wall. Not quite. Too hard on the gas too early. No. So maybe like harder on the brakes to carry less speed through that corner. I think that's what we saw. No. So that's the problem. Like, I don't know. Someone was asking about the GR86. I don't think he's here anymore, but like that's the issue that you don't see with the GR86, like just getting the turn. Yeah, I think it has improved the previous lap, then I screwed it up. So let's see if I can do one more time good. No, late on the gas. I need to go worried on the gas. Too late, too late. So I'm just seeing what you said now, Craig. Like, which turn you mean, like? Let's see. Now was the right time. Okay, T7. Now was the right time, but it wasn't the right pressure. So I think he's turning in earlier and hitting the gas. No, he's slowing down earlier. Let me see what he wrote, because I can do, like, this is too short of a track for me to try to read in race. Looks like he slows a hair more to get the... Yeah. So harder on the brakes. Harder on the brakes and more rotation. That's the translation. So now let's show that in practice the theory is completely different. But let's do it. How can I carry more rotation and slow down more? Maybe like hitting the harder on the brakes is gonna help with that. So let's see here. Slam the brakes. carry less speed, and I can... That's what's happening though, like I'm touching the inside because it's too slow. Not gonna lie, I feel like a Formula 1 driver every time I do this 360. What do you mean by more shallow? Man, I just like I unlearned how to do this turn. Maybe I'll stop overthinking turn 1. Let's stop overthinking that turn. Let's just get in a flow mode. I'll be heads down for the next, let's see, in 3 laps. I'll count this one as a warm-up, so still chatting. And then here, harder on the brakes. Right here, harder on the brakes. So I get more rotation. I think it's something like maybe turning in a bit later as well will help with the rotation. So yeah, the things I'm trying to... what I'm trying to do there is slow down more, right? So that's why I'm going harder on the brake, harder on the brake. It was a good start, but then I choked here. Let's see. Heads down, heads down. No, I won't downshift to second gear. Does he downshift to second gear here? I think that's why I'm spinning. So let's see turn 1. Turn 1, come on. He is in, let me see here. Let's see this one. So gear, where's gear? Doesn't have gear here. But I can see a different way. I'll just play this. He goes to third. He does go to second gear in turn 1. A fraction of a second after I do. I don't have like a resistor. But those are the 2 ones I'm losing the most. Like that's why I'm working on them. Like if you see them, the reason I'm working on them is because I'm losing 0.35 on turn 1 and 0.34 on turn 7 and 8, and then everything else, like I'm not gonna try to gain like 0.008 on this guy, and this, yeah, maybe let's see what they're doing different. That's too much. So you know, like it's like why I'm working on those. Because they look like the lowest hanging fruits right now. And even if I improve everything else and like matches whatever he's doing, I'll still be off pace. So unless I can improve like those and get as close to him as possible. So I think I'm going on the gas too early here. Why am I missing the apex by so much? Hard to explain. Maybe I'll hit the brakes like a fraction of a second earlier than I'm doing now. Same pressure. Come on, come on, come on. Good vibes, come on. Send good vibes. I don't think this was that bad. I think like the point was right. I wasn't on the right spot. And that's easier to fix. Yeah, like yeah, I like comparing the telemetry. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, whenever I'm seeing these things, I feel like I know what I'm doing, right? Like it gives that pro type of feeling, at least for me. Like it's cool, it's cool. But when you compare those things, it's when you see like where the gap between what you are doing and what someone who knows what they're doing is. Because I might improve, like I might do something very stupid here and improve like half a second, and I'll be competitive. But when you look like, okay, this is gonna get me so far, like it's very specific to this track. So in this track, maybe you can get by doing this thing, but you're gonna develop this skill, and then in other tracks it's not transferable, and then you're just gonna suck everywhere else. So that's kind of the reason. One of the reasons why I do it is because I want to see where the gap is, and I want to try to like close that gap so I'm more like them. Because I will match them for sure, like I know that. Not now. Once I'm very good, I might have my style, those things might play differently. I doubt Verstappen comes to VRS and see what people are doing, right? So whenever I get to that level, then I'll start ignoring more of these and just like compare me against myself. Or my fastest, you know, like we might have a fast lap here. I didn't use the entire green area. Just nail this, just nail this. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. What was actually fast was like sector 2, not sector 1, so... But like turn 1 of Atlanta, you go very light on the brakes, right? Oh, you mean like the last one, the very, very last one, right? Yeah. Yeah. I do feel like in Atlanta though, the track holds you like... The track has an angle that makes sure like you stay on that if you do the right thing. And here like I feel the car sliding way more. Way, way more. Road Atlanta feels like the car is asking for that. And here like it looks like you're forcing the car to do that. Okay, 3 laps, heads down. Let's see what I can do. As if my life depended on this. Dead. I'm just dead. Okay. maybe not this lap. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Here's kind of the opposite, we're going down. There is one other thing that you can see in the analysis. Their telemetry is very good. I want like 3 fast laps, like 3 laps without mistakes. So this is not one. So let me shut up here so I can do it. No, I have to go narrower, I think. I have to more pointed before I hit the gas. No instant points, it's still worth it. So this is a fast lap. Even though it's not good, it's still a fast lap. Messed up twice, but it's counting. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, I think it's just like the muscle memory kicking in here.
Looks like you've got some engine trouble. You've probably lost some power.
Really? I really think so. T7 maybe entry marker looks good, but I think it turns a bit more and caught the curb, then is able to open up. Maybe I know he's pointing more to the inside than I am. I just quite don't know how. So let's come back here. Yeah, let me go here. Let me exit here. My steering wheel is rotating for no reason. So let's see this one. Front wheel steering angle. So he does, and there's like a distance. That's what I wanted to see actually. So let me see. Line distance. That's what I want to see. So here we know that he brakes. We know the point he brakes, right? And he brakes at that marker. And then our distance, like he was a bit more than half a meter to my left side. So, okay. We fixed that. We fixed that. Then, let's see his steering wheel. It's straight. I was turning left, he's straight. And then he brakes, and he goes... He does go in a straight line, and he starts like slightly turning. And he's really trying to go straight until he turns like almost 180 degrees. And that's where the lines are so far. But that's also not my last lap. So let me get a more recent lap. I have to refresh this, hold on. I think I gotcha. I think you mean like closer to the inside. Right? I think I gotcha. So let's see here. This cannot be rocket science, right? So We know the braking mark. The braking mark's on the green, so we use the patch. That's the left. Oh, we're trying to find a more recent lap. Let's find a fast recent lap. There's none. Maybe this one. One of the issues is that like it takes some time. So let me actually see. I get 21 laps. Of the... now I have no idea. But let's see. Let's look like just the most recent one. Okay. How I did this part. Let me see if this is worth comparing. Okay, so this is worth comparing. So that's the last one. It's a bad lap, but we're still like behind. So now I'm braking earlier than he is. Funny, but okay, can brake a bit later, and I am overlapping the gas and the brake. This is an issue. I cannot be overlapping the gas and the brake. Like if you see here the red have both together, this is bad habit. This is bad habit. Yeah, I agree with that. So line distance, like so far we closed the gap on the line distance, right? To the point that like now we are more to the left than he is, but when we get to the braking mark, we're like exactly the same spot, which is what's meaningful. Then he's still like going more on the inside. And how the heck he manages to have a better entry angle? So he's going, then like I start drifting to the left, and I already feel, let me see here. So right here, he's like one car to the side, or half a car to the side. So he's like here. And that just increases all the way here. Where's the biggest gap? Oh, it's on the exit. How's the speed? So he's carrying more speed now. I was carrying more speed, now he's carrying more speed. Carrying more speed, carrying more speed. When you get here, when you hit the brake, he's carrying more speed, like or hit the gas. Oh Lord. He does use way more steering wheel than I do. And he's carrying more speed and he's having a tighter entry. Honestly, I don't know if I can do this. I mean, not with my current skill level. Let me see if there's a lot of sliding here. Hold on, buddy. Let's have some sound. This is turn 1. We want to see turn 7 and 8. No, this is not turn 7 and 8. This is already turn 7 and 8. So let's see. Let's see from the inside of his car. I think that helps. He aims like he does use a lot of steering wheel. Already on the gas. Like this is insane. Hitting this like hitting the gas with the steering wheel like 180. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna spin. Does he touch the curb? Does the curb help him at all? Let's see. Very, very little. Very, very little. Like no, he doesn't really touch. Like he doesn't go over. I wish I could see like the ghost car, showing me doing something more stupid than this. And Let's go back. No, not here, here. This is the full thing though. Tires, stars advanced. A gearbox, like I have no idea how to use these things yet. Car balance, front tire, sleep, steering angle. He goes way more than I do. I'll try to embarrass myself a couple more times. Let's see what I can do. And I swear, I want to call it a day. But I want like once, even by accident, to nail it. One thing that I have to fix is the overlap. So now I'm hitting the brakes earlier than he is. So I'll brake a little bit later. This here, don't do this. This is bad. Oh, you can see. Oh, it's under here. Ah, damn. Yeah, let me maybe use this for a second. So here, can you see like the? No, it's gonna be under the same thing. It was just a stupid move. Anyways, I can see my brakes are under overlapping with the gas, which is no bueno. So request a new car because in this game I'm rich and I can use as many cars as I want. Test. Cool. Brand new one, just out of the factory. Let's do this. And by the way, like, it's frustrating, but I love the problem-solving aspect of it. Like, it's one of the things that I like the most about sports in general, is the problem-solving that you have to do to improve. So here, brake later, and intentionally try to... So I have to try to hit the curb and then go super narrow. Try to hit the curb, but don't hit it. And then go super narrow. Let's see. I don't know if you can notice, like, by the sound of the car, when it's about to lose, like, the rear, it goes like... And that's what happens when you hit the gas with so much wheel on this car. Now we're gonna trust it. We're gonna trust it. You see? But I think it wasn't that bad. I think it wasn't that bad. As long as I'm on the lower part of the turn, I think it will help me stay. By the way, this here is an overtaking point because people almost never nail. So here you can dive on the inside like I did here. Like if you dive on the inside, it's an easy overtake. You see, like here's to the other side, and I use the gas with a lot of wheel, so let's try there. Focus. That was good. That was good. That was very, very good. Our best sector so far. Which lap was that? 24? So our optimal lap is around like under 1 minute, which already a win, already a win. It did feel close too. It looked close, it felt close, so it's here, we have it, we have it. Once again, the best sector. Very bad, very bad sector. But here's our focus. Okay, this wasn't as good, but like I think we're getting there. Did you guys see how I saved this one? Turning the steering wheel to the right. That's very counterintuitive, but I learned and it works very well. Lap 26, I'm gonna show it later. So we can do this, we can do this. That slide killed it, but we're still better. Phew. Okay. I think we have good things to see here.
Fluid. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
This one was brand new, out of the factory. So let's see. I think lap 25. What did I want? Why I wanted to see lap 25? Okay. Let's go rear chase. No, not rear. Far chase. I remember something happened. Maybe it was lap 24. Let me just see here. That's good. Do you guys remember what I wanted to see in lap 24? So here's this line, like at least I feel maybe like start wider and exit closer, the other way around. I think it will help. Opened up too much. Hit the brakes. I do go all the way on the curb there, but it kind of helps. Then here. Oh yeah, I know what I want to show. So here, something I learned recently and I thought was awesome. So let me see my cockpit. Let me just see if I can show my wheel display. Graphics, I think. I just want you to see like if I can show the wheel. Sky clouds, your car detail steering wheel. Show. Let's just show it. Okay. Or no, this is during the thing. So actually, what I want to see here is show. Applying close. Is it gonna show? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Maybe I'm gonna get it like further away. Okay. So here's what, like, if we're very, 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 very tall, what we'll be seeing. Here I go. So this is a turn that we're sliding, right? So we want the rear to go to the left. And it went too much. So I'm counter steering to hold the car. If that's enough, like, that's enough. Oh, you see, like, I'm counter steering more and more. More and more and more. So here, if I just continue counter steering, I'm gonna just like spin. So what I do, I go to the other side and hit the gas. So you see, like, went all the way to the right, and I'm like slamming the gas, and the cars get straight again. So this is one thing that I learned with a YouTube video, and I wanted to come back here because it did help me a lot. Many occasions it became like a new tool that I use. In the beginning it's not natural in the beginning, but after some time it became natural. And the other thing I wanted to see, I think, was lap 27 or 26, and I think this is the turn. Let's see. Good. Very good. This was very good. Let's see here. Yeah, I have to go like narrow, I feel. And here I messed up this part, but I think this was good. Let's see. I feel this was good. I feel this was good. Let's see in VRS. Did anything happen here? Yeah, that was not a crash. So let's go to VRS. Let's see if I can pull that lap. Let me refresh. Lap 27. You see? Done. Done. Absolutely done. We got it, guys. We got it. We got it where we want to be. So if you look before, our fastest lap, right, we were 0.35, and now with the recent improvements, 0.16, 0.25, and that was a bad one. Where's that last one? Like 0.10. Like I'll take it. I'll take it. We got it. We got it. We should celebrate. We should celebrate. We should definitely celebrate. I will call it for today. I think this was huge. I think this was a good win. So his fastest lap is 59.56, and my optimal lap, let me go back here, my optimal lap is 59.95, so maybe 0.4, 95, yeah, 0.4. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit it, but I think our fastest lap now with this improvement here, I think we're going to be down from where we were, 0.7 to 0.5. And then tomorrow, I'm going to work on turn 1. Because I can take another 3/10 here, 3/10, and that's going to put us at 0.2. 0.2 is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. But it's not going to be today because it's like 12:30 a.m. here. I'm talking to you guys from Atlanta. So I'm not going to save this. VRS. I'll see like if I can get an affiliate link or something. But like, don't wait for that. Just if you like it, just do it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very happy with the breakthrough. I am super happy and thankful for all your help here on the chat. I feel like that helps a lot. It really does. And tomorrow I'm gonna be here. Tomorrow I'm gonna be here at some point, maybe a bit earlier in the day. But I'll be here trying to get the other 2-3 attempts on the first turn and probably like racing towards the end of the race. So I might come twice. I don't know if I'm gonna go live twice, but definitely in the evening I will be live for the race. And yeah, I hope to see you guys here. And I'm just gonna continue working to improve. Always like one lap at a time. Just one lap at a time. Cool, guys. Yeah, that's it. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, man. If you subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. If you do subscribe, YouTube's gonna let you know. And I'll force myself to remember to post on the Discord server as well. As always, really appreciate the like. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.